Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Allen looking to throw it right at the outset.
He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Allen gonna throw. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Well, he's one of the top receivers in the game, Charles, so no surprise here on the opening drive. They want to get him involved, and he has catches on back-to-back plays.
And, Brandon, I look at it from the defense's perspective. You know he's one of the top receivers in the game. You've got to find ways to slow him down because if he gets into high gear, he's going to shred you all game long.
Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
23 yards, the final tally.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
Here's Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
A run for Debo here to start the drive. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd down, here's Debo.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
The Browns had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels, and picking up some nice yardage.
Going up top. And it's intercepted.
Jair Elam makes a pick. And the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cooper Kupp with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Bills are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Corral. And that is incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now Cade York for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just...
And it's a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 1st down, Allen. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 34. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together. And partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Samuel. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Corral escaping the pressure right. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 3rd down, here's Corral. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They'll give it to Samuel. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. Touchdown, Browns! David Njoku, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Allen.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
York now for the extra point.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Deontay Johnson, 75 yards.
And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction? Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Quick throw by Corral. It's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Corral. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
9 yards that time.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
On second down, here's Corral.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down.
On third down, it's Debo.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And he missed it. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it's into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 15.
Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the third quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Open man right side is Cup, complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Allen's throw taken in by Cooper here.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line. Now Allen again. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have broken the tie.
The extra point by Bass, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the side.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Browns are going to take over once again. At their own 8-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Graham on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. And the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
4th down. Here's Corral.
Throwing left side, it's complete.
And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's the option going right. coughed it up. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
When you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, it wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And again, it's Allen. Wide open, Amari Cooper.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Allen now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. And with that pass, CD, he's now over 400 yards in the game. And even in a pass-first league, that is still a tough benchmark to hit.
And all week leading up to this one, all we read, heard about was the confidence he had that he could put up big numbers. Kudos to him for coming out here with that belief in himself and for making it happen.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen.
A quick pass to Cup. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And this one is incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game. Running for it. Here's Cook. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Allen. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Allen. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people would think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The kick by Bass is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Out of the gun, it's going to be Samuel with a run. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Graham will throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To the air, Allen. Left side caught by Diggs.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Allen to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess he will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Stephon Diggs from 19 yards away as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is now 24.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
A 3-score game here late. You could probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Graham to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Off the play fake, here's Graham. They'll roll him out right. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's a give to Samuel. And it looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee.